So I get awakened with a phone call this morning. It's kind of interesting. Uh, a president of a bike club or a member of the bike club. I got to figure out whether he was a president or not. But anyway, you guys know I did my show last night till about 4 a.m. And of course, I thank you guys for being on. And we've been discussing this thing that's been going on over at the Red River Rally, and just dissecting it and looking into it and seeing what really went on. So, about I don't know, first thing this morning, I was knocked out. I get a phone call, and the caller on the other side said, "I know exactly what's going on. I went through a similar thing, very similar thing, trying to get into New Mexico myself." Um, and I was half asleep, half groggy, and I was like, "Well, would you mind coming on the show and talking about it?" And he said, "Absolutely not. I wouldn't mind at all." And so when I woke up, which is now, I decided to bring him on the show and let him tell the story. So we're going to talk to him right after this brief introduction. Swoosh, 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 swoosh. I've always wanted my own swoosh, and I guess now I've got it. I'm Black Dragon. Welcome to Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker news you can trust. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. We've got a guest this morning, this afternoon, whatever this is. This afternoon, we got a guest this afternoon who once tried to get his colors recognized in New Mexico, and he says New Mexico can be a very inhospitable environment. So we're going to bring him on. His name is War Dog, and we're going to learn a little bit about him. So let's just welcome him to. Did I say War Dog? His name is Fog Dog. So I'm trying to start some trouble here. Let's get him on the show. Where is he? There he is. Hold on here. Let me get us both on. What the heck? Boom. Oh, well, let me just put this there. I think we'll get this working. Hey, man, what's up? How are you? Welcome to the show. Let me turn your microphone on. Hey!
There we go.
Okay, how are you, Fog Dog?
I'm doing pretty good, Dragon. How you doing?
Pretty good. Where do you get the name Fog Dog? I mean, that's really cool.
It's a long story, and I will call when we get off. I'll talk to you about it after we get off the line. You would laugh when I tell you.
Okay. So welcome to the show. I mean, you called me up first this morning. I was dead to the world. I don't even know how I talked to you, man.
I know. I could tell. Well, because I was listening to your podcast, and you guys were kind of talking about New Mexico, and you say you didn't understand how New Mexico worked, and I said, well, let me give him a call and shed a little light on how things work in New Mexico for me. So I cannot tell for anybody else. I'm just talking about my experience.
Right. So you had a similar experience with the same club?
Yes.
Okay.
Not directly, but kind of like from the COC. They everybody. The supporting club was very nice to me, but they had protocol to follow. And the protocol comes down the line. Everybody know who calls the shots. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So yeah.
So you you had a situation. I'm trying to recall this all, but you had a situation where you were from Alaska, right?
Yes, yes,
And you were stationed down or
yes.
temporarily
Temporary.
assigned
Yes, for 2 years.
down to New Mexico area.
Yes, in the Farmington area.
Okay. Farmington is in New Mexico, I would imagine.
Yes, yes,
Okay. And you wanted to be able to fly your colors.
yes.
So you were in a motorcycle club, association, a riding association. What kind of
No,
club?
no, I'm in a motorcycle club by profession.
Okay. By profession, what is that?
I'm a firefighter.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Are you like a volunteer firefighter, or a? Is there a difference?
Yes, I was paid volunteer at my regular job, but now I'm in Louisiana. I'm volunteer here. So
Do volunteer firefighters get paid?
yeah, you get a little something from from the community when it's not much. It's just to buy, maybe by the end of the year you could buy a hamburger and say thanks, because you're giving back to the community.
But they do give you like a cool car or something, right? I mean, I
No,
think.
you get no. Some of us get to put lights in and get to ride around with lights, but
Oh hell, you get to have lights.
yeah,
Ah, boy, they better not give me any lights. It's
you'll be in trouble.
oh my God. Hey, pull over. Hey, cutie, pull
No,
over.
you can't. You can't do that. You will get in trouble. It better
Uh,
be. It better be emergency.
you look like you're speeding to me. Do you need help? Yeah,
Yes,
they
sir.
don't give certain people things. They
Yes, yes.
no, Black Dragon can't have that. Let's keep. Hey, I'm trying to get my own weather girls and that sort of thing, and
Good luck with that one.
yeah, they're trying to keep me because I want them. You know how I want them dressed. We're gonna do biker weather over here, but
Yes, yes, we do.
yeah. So anyway, so you were in a firefighter kind of motorcycle club,
Yes, yes, which is considered a 99%. We don't have a diamond. We are law abiding club. You
right?
know,
Right.
so it was very difficult. I wouldn't say difficult, but it was just different coming from Alaska. How the protocol set up in Alaska to when I get to New Mexico to New Mexico, which is Farmington. The
Hmm.
supporting clubs was very nice, and like I said, I was turned on to them by a friend of mine because he was a independent rider, and he told me, he says, "Hey, in order to fly here, you have to do this," and he put me to the right people. But I just got the impression that it was like kind of trying to intimidate me.
Right. Right. So it didn't turn out very well for
At
you.
first, at first it was like wow, and because I went home and I was like, wow, this is kind of weird. But then about the 3, 4 times after that, it was okay. They have guidelines and bylaws, and I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll follow. What I got to follow to do it.
So did you ever get to fly?
Yes, yes, I did, but I had to wait to get the blessing.
You did get to fly.
Yes, but
Okay.
but I had to get the blessing.
Right. So did they make you become a support club or something, or what?
No, no. So I joined the COC and I became part of the COC. But then I found out in Gallup, New Mexico, we have a chapter in Gallup, New Mexico that allowed to fly. So they already recognize us in New Mexico, but not in Farmington.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yes,
I've been through
yes,
that before. So
yes.
yeah. So what what were the problems that you noticed? Like what prompted you to call me? What was it that was similar that you said, "Oh
Well,
yeah, I know exactly what those guys are going through."
yeah, well, because you guys were trying to diagnose, like you said. Well, you never been to New Mexico and you don't know how it works in New Mexico. So, when I was saying, and I listened to Guy's story, like you said,
Mhm.
there's two sides of the story, but I listened to Guy's story, and I'm like, in a way, I could relate because of what I went through to get permission to fly. You know what
It
I'm
was
saying?
quite extensive.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't really expensive. It was just kind of like the intimidation. I didn't really like you said, we all grown men. We should be treated with respect. Like we said, respect is earned, not giving. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm.
And
Yeah.
coming from Alaska, our protocol, is really different, and they do respect you, because when you come to the COC, they treat you with respect. They don't try to intimidate you. Like, what's this? Why is this? Let me see. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
And that's why I kind of understand that what that gentleman went through, because just being the outsider trying to come in, it was kind of hard down there to me. And then when I came to Louisiana, I had no problem. I met them. I showed them who I was, and they're like, "Oh, great, no problem. Just go join the COC." And I joined the Louisiana COC as a independent writer, because I'm the only one down here, and I had no
Okay.
problem. They were really warm-hearted and welcome down here. So it was
Yeah.
it was a night and day experience.
So you're telling me that you can see what that president was talking about. That
Yes,
we shouldn't be so critical of him.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. So same organization, different experiences in
Yeah.
different cities.
Yes, and I think it's because I come from Alaska and I was well groomed of the MC protocol in Alaska, which is very nice. We have a really tight organization, and we all take care of each other and support each other and treat each other with respect.
Right. Right.
You know,
The funny thing about protocol is local, and a lot of folks do get it twisted. Like when they go someplace else and they're like, "Whoa, this ain't nothing like what I'm used to."
it is, and if you remember, I called you. Remember last week we were talking about something different. It's the same thing. It's like I'm learning a whole different protocol down in Louisiana. It's like,
Mhm.
wow, okay, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
But like
Well,
like 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 I was
uh-huh.
saying though, we need, and I don't know if this will ever turn out to be anything, but you even said it many a times. We need to come together and unite as one, because if we keep doing this, I think everybody's gonna get hit by it. The outlaws, the 1%, the 99, everybody. Because like I told you, I experienced this last year in Sturgis in Deadwood. I couldn't go in because I was wearing my T-shirt that says, Wind and Fire MC, and the guy said no colors allowed in there, and I'm like, I'm a firefighter. He goes, no colors allowed. So it's coming. It's just a matter of
You
when and where.
you saw that at Sturgis?
Yes, in Deadwood.
What is Deadwood? Uh,
Deadwood is another city outside of Sturgis.
okay.
Yeah, and I think it's called the Deadwood Bar or whatever. It was a bar downtown Deadwood in Sturgis.
Wow. And
Yeah,
they said in the motorcycle state, right? They
yeah, and
said no.
the sign was on the door, and I didn't see it. I really didn't see it. I walked in, I went to the bar, and the guy came up behind me. He says, "You cannot wear no colors allowed in here." And I'm like, "Well, this is the only thing I have." And I left and went, but it's so funny. I went up the street, right opposite, and the other bar did not care. He's like, "No problem." So it is in Deadwood. It's just a matter of, like I said, maybe this year we might be seeing it more in Sturgis, because, like I said, it's just this is getting deep.
Right, right. Well, I think damn, I think if you saw that, was that like last year or this year or when was
Last
that?
year, 2022.
So if you're seeing a place like Sturgis with no cut rules and a
Yes.
place where you would figure there's probably a lot of I've not yet been to Sturgis in my life yet.
So if you do, you need to go to Deadwood. That's the city. It's another city. It's a nice ride. It's a big tourist attraction. There's thousands of bikes in there, and that's what I was shocked when that one bar said no colors allowed. I'm like, whoa.
Well,
You know,
they're sick of our asses, man. They're sick of us.
well, and I could understand depth. I could understand everybody's point of view. I mean, it's like you said, it's overflowing into our, the 99% clubs.
Right.
I mean, but I really think we need to come together and unite as one, because we all have the same thing. We want to be a motorcycle enthusiast. Everybody want to ride. Everybody want to ride, get a motorcycle. I mean, think about it. When you were 15, 16 years old, you're like, I want to get a motorcycle. And you never thought this would be the problem down the line.
Right.
Like
Right.
I said, I came from Alaska, and Alaska groomed us really good. The COC up there, they're really good. I mean, they teach you a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I would think that I would think that Alaska is a smaller biking community. I don't know, but I would think that
No,
because they don't have as big a population as we do.
we got 4 months to ride, and we take every advantage of it.
4
And like I
months.
said,
Oh
yes,
my, that's it. 4
that's
months.
it.
Your
Well,
riding season just goes whoosh.
yep. Some of us, some of us ride in the winter. Some of us have trikes with studs, and they ride in the winter. They have a couple
Here's your
diehards.
riding season right here.
Yep, yep, the swoosh. Yep,
You
but
guys got trikes with studs? Come
yes.
on.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So one of the things too that like Alaska really groomed us for is like how to approach other COC when you go to different states, what to do,
Yeah.
kind of the protocol of how to go about doing it. And those guys are very professional about how they do it. They're like, you present yourself in a presentable manner, and they treat you with respect.
So here's a guy named Chico says I had a similar situation. He sought me out for advice a few years ago.
Yes.
I tried to open an MC chapter in Philadelphia. The mother chapter was from Texas. I had a couple of connections with the dominant club in the area. I followed protocol. I had a meeting.
Yep.
Let me see, with 4 diamonds of that club. I sat down with them and was 4 diamond presidents of that club. I sat down with them and was interrogated. At the end of the day, we did not get a blessing. They did not say we couldn't, but I could definitely read between the lines. They asked us to hang out afterwards. We did for a few, and then we decided to kick rocks. I decided that it was a no-brainer. I called my president Texas and explained the situation. We rolled up those colors and kept it moving.
Yes, because I talked to my national president, and he told me, he says, well, whatever they say, just I'll comply with what they recommend, and which I did. I just removed my bottom rocker and put a different rocker on, and it was okay. But you still had to wait to get the blessing.
Right.
You couldn't just do it. You had to wait till you get the blessing, and then when you get the blessing, you were okay to fly. And like I said, I was welcomed by the sisters support clubs. Everybody liked me. I was really nice. I mean, they really liked me, but it's just the protocol you have to go through. And like, it seemed like it's like a strong arm deal. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's because I'm from Alaska and we more like, hey, this is what you got to do, not the intimidation factor. And when I came down to Louisiana, I got a hold of, how you guys call it, the landowner down here. And I got a hold of them, and they were really nice. They had a meeting. They said, bring your stuff down. And we met in a public place, which I was really impressed. And he goes, let me see it. I showed him. He says, I have no problem with it. Welcome to Louisiana. XYZ. You got a problem? Anybody got a problem? Give them my number. Tell them to call me. I mean, that was night and day.
Wow. Well,
Yeah,
I know you got to get back to work, and
yes, sir.
I promised you 15 minutes, and here we are almost at 20. So.
All right, my man. You have a good one. I'm going to head back.
Just a wonderful person to interview. Also, you're an RVer like me, and
yes.
I can't wait to talk to you more about RV stuff and get you on my RV channel.
We need to do that. Like I said, remember I sent you all the information. We need to do that.
Yes.
And like I said, thanks to Dave, who gave me a number, which was really nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so thanks for coming on the show, short notice. But when you woke me up and I was like,
like I said, I was just explaining the protocol because you guys in a different state didn't understand the protocol in New Mexico. It seemed like each state, and which is kind of nice for me. I have the opportunity of traveling to different states, so seeing different protocols. So who knows where my next state will end up? What kind of protocol I will end up in? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes. One of my moderators said it's us bikers who made Sturgis. It is us who need to take it back, kick corporate bullies out. Well, the town of Sturgis wants that money, so they're not going to let us kick the corporate.
No, they're not. Out. But it's sad where they put the signs up, and it's like back in the 30s where the signs comes up and say, "Hey, blacks not allowed." I mean, what do you do? We can't go in,
Yeah.
So now it's to the motorcycle. No colors allowed.
Find a new Sturgis to go to. We always go to places that don't want us to be there. So if we go to a couple cities over, then the place that we want to be will get the message as soon as those receipts drop off.
But we bring the money in. That's the problem. We bring the money in.
Yes, absolutely. Well, listen, I'm gonna let you get back to work. 20 minutes. No need to talk this to death. I
All right,
really
my friend.
appreciate
Give
you,
me a
man.
call. Give me a call when you get some chance, and we'll talk. Well, like I said, we'll do the RV thing like we talk about.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, my
All
friend.
right.
You have a good one.
Take care. Be safe out there on that road, man.
All right. Thank you, sir. You too.
All right. Bye
All
bye.
right.
So there we have his story. So it seems like New Mexico can be a difficult place to get in. And MC protocol is how the clubs will treat each other and how you treat each other in a club. It's both in the club and out of the club. And a lot of people don't realize that MC protocol is local, just like politics is local. Because MC protocol is politics, and politics are local. Politics is local. Politics are local. I'm not sure which one. And it's different when you go different places, man. So what Chico says, the advice I gave him was, what was the advice I gave you? When you talk, I talked to so many of you guys. I hope I give good advice. What was the advice that I gave, Chico? The advice you gave me was, and then he disappears. Like, what? What advice did I give you? What advice did I give you? So we're waiting on him to tell us what advice I gave him when he asked me what to do. I probably, I don't know what I said. Here it is. The advice that you gave me was that it was a dangerous situation and to rethink how I was going to go about that meeting. You said do 10% of the talking and 90% of the listening. Yeah. But it still didn't work. It still didn't work out for you. So how much did I do? Wait a minute. Why is my producer saying boo? So anyway, the advice is I have to look both ways when crossing a one-way street. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But it didn't work out for you, so I am, but I knew how some of those things go. So but I always say this too, if at first you don't succeed, try again. It has taken me as many as 5 years to get chapters up in some places. Chapter starting is not an easy business for many, many reasons. The biggest reasons is that 90%, I would say at least 50% of all motorcycle clubs fail within the first 3 years. And then 50%, that 50% of them fail within the next 3 years. So by 8 years, 80%, of all those motorcycle clubs have failed. It's hard to get them up and running for so many reasons, so many different people, so many different situations and attitudes and all that kind of stuff. It is hard to get a motorcycle, and then they're cyclical. They'll go up and down like a sine wave, sinusoidal, and you get good people in, bad people. It's tough. Motorcycle club building is tough. Or somebody says, or they get eaten up by the DOMs. And the thing about dominant motorcycle clubs is they're looking for good people too. And if they notice that you got a good situation and you're training people well, they'll be over at your clubhouse whispering in your people's ears night and day. Hey, come step up. Hey, come step up. All that kind of stuff. So when you got a 1% motorcycle club that doesn't respect you and your sovereignty, cut their ass off and don't let them come into your clubhouse. Respect is both ways. All right. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below, man. I thank you all for tuning in, and we'll hit you guys up tomorrow, later on tonight, whatever the case may be, as we look at this story and others like it. And what we're hoping that these clubs do, we're hoping that this is not the beginning. This is not the new Waco. This is not the new Laughlin. We're hoping that we don't look around next year and nobody with colors can go into any of these major events anywhere in the country. That's what we're hoping doesn't happen, because we love to ride in our colors. And so You know, if you're in somebody's motorcycle club and you're thinking about doing something public and stupid, don't. Really don't. If you don't know by now, there's a camera on every corner. Every single thing you're going to do in public is going to be recorded, and you're going to be sitting your ass in jail looking stupid. You know, take it to the beach, man. Take it out in the desert. Do it somewhere else. Stop ruining it for all of us. Honor and respect to my regional vice president, East Coast Regional Vice President, Snap. Thank you, VP, for being on the show, man. Appreciate you. Honor and respect, sir. And to all of my other club brothers and sisters that are on. Somebody said they just hung out with the Black Sabbath somewhere and that our folks really made them feel well and really made them feel appreciated. And, man, I just love to hear good stories about my club, man. Makes me feel good. All right. Thanks for tuning in. And get skinny. 338. I was 336. I'm bouncing between 336 and 339. I'm bouncing. But, hey, down from 370. You guys can do this too. We're going to get skinny, man. We're going to get skinny. Live longer, be skinny, be healthy, wealthy, and wise. Learn how to treat your club brothers and sisters like individual pieces of irreplaceable solid gold. Stop saying I, mine, and start saying we. Because we can do it if we try. Capiche? Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book.